Wow, nature sure is nice. I sure like the breeze, the clear skies, the flowers, the smells. It would really suck if a Tyranid race came in and devoured all this.
But you know what? We can show you how to take control of the hive mind and devour the armies of your enemies with another 1000 point army list. This time it's the Incursion Tyranid Force. Let's take a look.
The Endless Swarm, the Great Devourer, the Eater of Worlds. The Tyranids are known by many names, and they've threatened to consume the galaxy multiple times via their unrelenting tendrils of the hive mind. With the release of 10th edition, this Xenos race has been bolstered with many new units and powerful rules as well.
As of now, we've only have access to the index, so that limits us to how many adaptations there are for the Nids. But we do have the Shadow of the Warp ability, which causes all enemy units to take a battle shock test, which could really swing a game in your favor if your opponent is forced to fall back off of an objective. There's also the detachment rule Hyper Adaptations, which plays similar to the Space Marines combat doctrines, giving you the option of sustain hits 1, lethal hits, or precision on your Tyranids. However, this is chosen at the start of your battle and lasts the entire game, so pick wisely.
The theme of this list is to overwhelm your opponents with tons of bodies. Your list must include 2 full 20-man squads of Termagants. These are your objective holders and your tie-up units. 20 bodies will get you the objective for multiple turns, and you'll most likely outman your opponent's units. Even if you both have an OC of 2, you'll get the objective due to bodies. You'll want to run each squad with a Tervigon as well. This 16 wound toughness 11 monstrous creature will replenish any slain Termagants equal to D3 plus 3 each command phase. On top of that, it has an OC of 5 itself, so if you've tied up a unit or 2 in combat, you could run up the Tervigon to claim another objective. If you begin to lose too many Gaunts, that's when you have to call in the big guns. The Haruspex is a beast in close combat. Either 14 strength 7 attacks or 4 strength 14 attacks are sure to turn the tide against any unit in combat. And oh, did I mention, it also has an OC of 4 as well?
Keeping with the theme of monstrous creatures, you have the iconic Carnifex. You got flexibility with this one. If you want another powerful melee unit, you can equip him as such, or you can go long range and get a Strength 9 heavy venom cannon. However, his close combat crushing claws give him a Strength 12 D1 damage weapon. He's really the Swiss Army knife of this list, so tailor him to your liking.
Lastly, we have the combo of the Zoanthrope and the Neurothrope. This model is great for giving durability to a friendly unit within 6 inches. Its warp field grants a 6+ invulnerable save that's sure to keep your Nids more upfield and also to last longer on those objectives. But its real use is in its Spirit Leech ability. Use this in tandem with the Shadow of the Warp to almost guarantee your opponents to fail their battle shock tests and allowing you to get in there and deal some mortal wounds. On top of that, you can also regain up to D3 lost wounds with its ability, so be sure to put him wherever you're taking the most damage.
Now let's do a quick recap. Your Warlord is a Tervigon with massive scything talons and stinger salvoes. Its enhancement is known as Perfectly Adapted. Then you have an identical Tervigon that doesn't have any type of enhancement. Your battle line is 2 squads of Termagants with 20 Fleshborers. For the other units, you have the Carnifex that you're going to tailor towards your opponent, a Haruspex, and a Zoanthrope.
So I can't burp on command, but if I could, I'd be burping right now because man, it sure tasted good to devour all those models and your friends' happiness, because the Tyranids are doing just that in 10th edition.
Not only is this list powerful, but it's also a classic Horde army like all Tyranid players should be playing. If you guys have suggestions for other army lists or other factions that you guys would like us to create a video about, let us know in the comment section below. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk next time.